Every day, millions of people make decisions while being completely convinced they're right. Most of them are wrong. Imagine someone who's been playing guitar for a year. They already think they're ready for a stadium concert. Now think of John Mayer, a guy who's been playing for 30 years. He still says he's got so much left to learn. Who's more confident? That's right, the beginner. And that's no accident. That's pure psychology. Back in 1995, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a guy named MacArthur Wheeler robbed 2 banks in broad daylight, without a mask, right in front of security cameras. When the police showed him the footage later, he was genuinely shocked. Literally, he couldn't wrap his head around how they caught him. Wheeler was convinced that lemon juice would make his face invisible to cameras. He'd read somewhere that lemon juice is used for invisible ink. Ironclad logic, right? Not quite, but his confidence? Absolute. That crazy case inspired 2 psychologists, David Dunning and Dunning-Kruger. They ran a series of university experiments and uncovered something pretty brutal. The people who know the least about a topic are the most confident they're right. And conversely, the deeper you dive into a subject, the more you realize how much you don't know. Picture a graph. Horizontal axis, knowledge. Vertical axis, confidence. At the very beginning, you've got Mount Stupid. You just learned a new thing, and suddenly you feel like you've completely figured it out. Confidence is maxed out. Then you learn a bit more, and boom, you hit a cliff. You start realizing just how insanely complicated everything actually is. Confidence plummets. That's called the Valley of Despair. And after that, a slow climb back up. You rack up real experience, real understanding. Confidence returns, but this time it's actually backed up by facts. That's the slope of enlightenment. Most people get stuck on that first peak and never take the plunge into the valley, because falling, that hurts. You see this everywhere around you. Someone watches a single video about a diet and suddenly they think they know more about nutrition than a professional dietitian. Someone reads 3 articles about vaccines and is ready to argue with virologists. Your first day behind the wheel, and you think you're a driving pro. 3 years later, you realize you didn't even know what your blind spots were back then. Dunning once said, "The trouble with ignorance is that it doesn't leave you with the room to realize you're ignorant." In other words, to realize you don't know something, you actually have to know a little bit about it first. Now, here's the scariest part. You're watching this right now thinking, "Oh yeah, I know people like that. My coworker, my uncle, that random guy arguing in the Facebook comments." Pero the Dunning-Kruger Effect applies to everyone, including you, including me. In any field where you're just starting out, you're standing right there on Mount Stupid. And the best way to get down from it? Just knowing that it's there. Because the only person who truly knows they know nothing is already a step ahead of most. Socrates would totally sign off on that.